Welcome again, students. This is the second part of your 8th chapter from your book Beehive, and this part is about Maria Sharapova. So, who was Maria Sharapova? Actually, she was a Russian girl. Her citizenship, she was born in Russia, and she was a great tennis player. She shifted to USA for her training in the field of tennis. So basically she was from Russia but shifted to America, USA, United States of America, and she was a great tennis player. So her story is also very inspiring. Let us start reading, and before reading they have given you a brief introduction. A Russian girl, Maria Sharapova, reached the summit of women's tennis when she was barely 18. Means she was hardly of 18 years when she reached this position, when she achieved the title of world's number one women in tennis. So now after reading this one and after reading Santosh Yadav's story, you have to match the following columns, so that you should do after reading this. So let us start reading. There is something disarming about Maria Sharapova, something at odds with her ready smile and glamorous attire. So the story starts as that there is something special about Maria's personality, that something different from others, from his ready smile and glamorous attires, and what was that? And that something in her lifted her on Monday, 22 August 2005, to the world number one position in women tennis. So because of that something different kind of personality, that something different kind of character, she became world number one in tennis in women category on Monday 22 August 2005. All this happened in almost no time. All these things happened in almost no time, means to say very quickly. Posted poised beyond her years, the Siberian born teenager took just 4 years as a professional to reach the pinnacle. Means to say, she was very young. Siberian means to say she belongs to Siberia country in Russia, and teenager in the age of 16, 17, 18, you may call. So within 4 years she took the position of number one professional tennis player in women category. So this is the picture given of Maria Sharapova, who won women's single at Wimbledon in 2004. So Wimbledon is the name of the tournament of tennis, one of the oldest tennis tournament, that is Wimbledon. So however, the rapid ascent in a fiercely competitive world began 9 years before, with a level of sacrifice few children would be prepared to endure. So, how this journey started? This journey started at the beginning of 9 years. Means to say, when she was only of 9 years. Little Maria had not yet celebrated her 10th birthday when she was packed off to the train in the United States. Means she was not even celebrated her 10th birthday. Means to say she was not of even 10 years when she moved to USA for her training in the field of tennis. That trip to Florida with her father Yuri launched her on the path to success and stardom. So that trip to Florida in USA, she was staying at Florida along with her father. She moved to Florida, and that trip was actually the path to success, to path to her success and stardom. But it also required a heart-wrenching 2 year separation from mother Yelena. So not this journey was not simple for her, because heart-wrenching means to say very sad, extremely sad. So this was extremely sad for her also, because she was not met with her mother for the 2 years. So she was so young, only 10 years old child, and she has to stay away from her mother for 2 years. So this journey was not simple and comfortable for her. It was very, you can say, heart-wrenching journey for her. The latter was compelled to stay back in Siberia because of the visa restriction. Why she has to stay away from her mother? Because her mother was not given the visa. Because of the visa restrictions, she had to stay in the Siberia. So only Maria Sharapova moved to USA with her father. The 9-year-old girl had already learned an important lesson in life, that tennis excellence would only come at a price. So as we all know that कुछ पाने के लिए कुछ खोना पड़ता है. So at the same lines, Maria came to know this thing at the age of 9 only, that for achieving that world title, for being excellent in the field of tennis, she had to pay for that. So that cost was staying away from her mother. I used to be so lonely, Maria Sharapova recalls. I missed my mother terribly. My father was working as much as he could to keep my tennis training going, so he couldn't see me either. So she is saying that she was talking about her past. I used to be so lonely because she was missing her mother terribly. She missed her mother terribly, very badly. My father was working, so his father was working continuously to earn their bread, and to kept her training going, means he had to manage all her fees etc, and their livelihood expenses etc. So उसके father भी उसको कई कई दिन मिलते नहीं थे. Because I was so young, I used to go to bed at 8 p.m. Other tennis pupils would come in at 11 p.m. and wake me up and order me to tidy up the room and clean it. So because she was very young, so she used to sleep at 8 p.m. only. She do not stay awake at night, late night. But other tennis pupils means to say other tennis students, they would came late at night around 11 p.m. and they wake her up and asked from her to clean the room. Basically they were, you can say, they were doing the ragging of Maria Sharapova. She had to face the ragging because she was not a USA citizen. She was from Russia, so because of that also. So she was facing this kind of discrimination also. Instead of letting that depress me, I became more quietly determined and mentally tough. So instead of you can say getting into depression, or instead of being sad, she became more determined and mentally very strong. I learned how to take care of myself. I never thought of quitting because I knew what I wanted. So in this way she learned how she can have to take care of herself, and she never thought of quitting. Quitting means to say leaving that place or stopping the training of tennis etc. So she never thought about doing that, and she know that what I wanted. She wanted to be excellent in the field of tennis. So that is why she was totally, you can say, a determined girl. When you come from nothing and you have nothing, then it make you very hungry and determined. I would have put up with much more humiliation and insults than to study fastly pursue my dream. So she was saying that when you have nothing and you come from nothing, when you are having no money and means your background is not so good, so you have to be determined. So you have to focus on your goal. So all these things, all kind of humiliation that she was facing, all kind of insult that she was facing there. So all those things made her more confident, more strong, mentally tough. So all these things, she haven't taken all those things in a negative way. She had taken those things in a positive way. That toughness runs through Maria even today. So that toughness, you can say, runs through Maria even today. It was the key to her bagging the women's singles crown at Wimbledon in 2004, and to her meteoric rise to the world number one spot the following year. So bagging means to say, you can say, winning. Here it means winning, because this bagging is BAGGING. If it is BEGGING, then that is beak mangna bagging, but this bagging means to say winning. So she won a Wimbledon title in 2004, and after just 1 year she became a world's number one player in tennis. While her journey from the frozen plains of Siberia to the summit of women's tennis has touched the hearts of tennis fans, for the youngster herself there appears to be no room for sentiments. Means because she has arrived from Siberia, frozen plains of Siberia, where there is a totally cold weather. She have came from there and she struggled. That is why she had made a very, you can say, good place in the all the hearts of in all the hearts of the tennis lover. And she was not having any kind of emotional, you can say, time for any kind of being emotional etc. So she was totally focused on her ambition. So The straight looks and the answer she gives when asked about the sacrifice were worth it. I am very very competitive, I work hard at what I do, it's my job. This is her mantra for success. So when she was asked that, yes, the straight look and answer she gave when asked about her ambition make it amply clear that she considered the sacrifice were worth it. So when she was asked that, how you achieved this, no, you can say how you achieved this position, so she said that all because of my sacrifices. I am very very competitive, she is saying that I am very very competitive, I work hard at what I do, whatever I do, I work very hard in case of any field of life, and it's my job. So doing hard work is, she considered doing hard work as her job. So because of that she became number one in the world. Because of that she achieved success at this young age. So this was her success mantra. Though Maria Sharapova speaks with a pronounced American accent, she proudly parades her Russian nationality. So, because she moved to America in very young age, so that is why she was able to speak in American accent. But she always feel that she belongs to Russia. She always parade means to say displays. So she proudly displays her Russian nationality, that I am a Russian girl. Clearing all doubts, she says I am Russian. It is true that the USA is a big part of my life. She said that there is no doubt that the USA play an important role in my life. It is a big part of my life, but I have Russian citizenship. But she actually belongs to Russia. My blood is totally Russian. I will play the Olympics for Russia if they want me. So she was having love for her own country. She was having deep love her own country. No doubt she moved to the USA in very young age, at very young age, that is only at 9 year old, when she was 9 year old. But even then she was having deep love and deep concern for her own country, that is Russia. Like any number of teenage sensation, Maria Sharapova lists fashion, singing, and dancing as her hobbies, because all the teenagers have these kind of, you can say, hobbies. So she was also having singing, dancing, and fashion, etc. as her hobbies. She loves reading the novel of Arthur Conan Doyle, and her fondness for sophisticated evening gowns appear at odd with her love of pancakes with chocolate spread and fizzy orange drink. So she also loved all these kind of things like all other normal girls or all other normal people of this age. So what made her special? Because of her hard work, because of her determination. Maria Sharapova cannot be pigeonholed or categorized. Her talent, unwavering desire to succeed, and readiness to sacrifice have lifted her to the top of the world. So, because of her talent, because of her dedication, because of her sacrifices, she was able to acquire the number one position in the world. For few would grudge her the riches she is now reaping. This is what she has to say about her monetary gains from tennis. So some of the people saying grudges or opposing means to say they are opposing for earning too much money to her. But how she replied to them, this is what she says about her monetary gains. Monetary means about her, यू कैन से जितना भी उसने पैसा कमाया टेनिस में, उसके बारे में उसका क्या बोलना था. ऑफ कोर्स मनी इज़ अ मोटिवेशन. शी सेज दैट देर इज़ नो डाउट इफ़ यू गेट मनी फ्रॉम सम काइंड ऑफ प्रोफेशन दैट ऑलवेज motivates you to do more. So tennis is a business and a sport. She is saying that for me tennis was business also, and for me it was a good game or sport also. But the most important thing is to become number one in the world. So that's the dream that kept me going. So what she's saying, that there is no doubt money also motivates us sometimes, and tennis was a business for her also. But one thing that is very much clear in her mind was that I have to be number one in the world. So that was the thing that kept her going, that kept her sacrificing the things and keep herself determined. So this was the thing that she always wanted to be number one in the world. So this is all about the story of Maria Sharapova, which was a tennis player. Actually, she belongs to Russia, but she moved to USA. So she was, you can say, she acquired the title of number one player in the world in 2005. So I hope you enjoyed both the stories. Both the stories are very inspirational for all of us. So now try to solve all the given exercise at the back of this chapter. And thanks for watching the video and have a nice day.